Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss exercise 1.1 of the first chapter real numbers. If you didn't watch the introduction of this chapter real numbers, please go through the description or comment section. You will be having a link. Please click on that link and listen to the introduction part of this real numbers. Okay, in this exercise 1.1 the first bit is write any three rational numbers. Already we know rational numbers are nothing but the numbers which are in the form of p by q, where p and q both are integers. So any number you write in the form of p by q, something like 3 by 4, minus 5 by 7, 0 by 1, 5 by 2, like this. So these are all examples for rational numbers. Next, in the first bit, second B's option is there. In that he is asking, explain rational numbers in your own words. So the rational numbers are the numbers which we can able to write in the form of p by q, where p and q both are integers and q not equals to 0. This symbol indicates belongs symbol. It means p and q both belongs to integers. And these rational numbers are represented with capital Q. Next, let us move to second bit. In the second bit, he is asking, give one example for each of the following statements. First question in that is, a number which is rational but not an integer. A number, we need to give example which is a rational number, but it should not be an integer. So any number which is in the form of p by q, for example 3 by 5, this is a rational number but not an integer. 1 by 2, this is also a rational number but not an integer. Minus 5 by 3, this is also a rational number but not an integer. Next, second question. A whole number which is not a natural number. We need to write a number which is whole but not natural. So like this, we have only one number, that is nothing but number 0. 0 is a whole number but not a natural number. Next, third question in this. An integer which is not a whole number. An integer we need to write, it should not be a whole number. So whole numbers means 0 onwards it will start. So except that 0 and positive numbers, we can write any other numbers. For example, minus 5, minus 2021, minus 500, like this. Except 0 and positive numbers. Next, question number 4 in this. A number which is a natural number, whole number, as well as integer and rational number. We need to give an example where the number is a natural number, whole number, integer, as well as a rational number. Any natural number we write. Any natural number. For example, 2021. Or else 104. Otherwise 100. Otherwise 108. These all are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, as well as rational numbers also. Next, fifth question in this. A number which is an integer but not a natural number. We need to write a number which is an integer but it should not be a natural number. So in the natural numbers only positives will be there. Except those positives we can write any other numbers. 0, otherwise minus 3, otherwise minus 2021, like this. Now, second bit completed. Let us move to the third bit. Third bit, we have find 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. In between 1 and 2, we need to find 5 rational numbers. So to finding some particular rational numbers in between given numbers, we will be having 3 methods. So I will explain all those 3 methods. Which one you feel easy, go with that method. The first method is writing the decimal. The first method is writing the decimal. We have the first number 1. That 1 I am writing it as 1.0. And the next number 2. That 2 I am writing it as 2.0. Now, in between this 1.0 as well as 2.0, how many decimals we can able to write all those many. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, 1.9, 1.91, 1.92, 1.55, 1.45, 1.43, 1.66, like this. How infinite will be there. So how many you want, you can able to write. Now after getting these decimals, let us convert these decimals to p by q form. First number is 1.1. 1.1 is a decimal. We need to convert that to rational number. First write the number by removing the decimal. If we remove the decimal, it will become 11 divided by keep 1. Now after the decimal, how many digits are there in the question? After the decimal, only one digit is there, so keep 10 in the denominator. 1.1 is nothing but 11 divided by 10. Next, we have 1.2. 1.2 is nothing but 12 divided by 10. Next, 1.3. 1.3 is nothing but 13 divided by 10. Next, 1.4. 1.4 is nothing but 14 by 10. It continues like that. How many you want, you can able to write those many. This is the first method by decimal. Now, let us move to the second method. This second method is called multiplying and dividing the given numbers by some particular number. Okay, let us check it out. First one is 1 and second number is 2. Multiply this 1 and divide, multiply and divide by any number. Multiply and divide by any number. For example, I am going to multiply and divide by 5. This 1, if we are multiplying and dividing by 5, this 2 also we need to multiply and divide by 5 only, compulsory. Now let us check it. 1 5s are 5 divided by 5. 2 5s are 10 divided by 5. Now we have the numbers, those are 5 by 5 and 10 by 5. In between 5 by 5 and 10 by 5, whatever the numbers are there, we will write it also. Those are 6 by 5, 7 by 5, next 8 by 5, next 9 by 5, like this. No, in the question they asked find 10 rational numbers instead of 3 or 4. Then how we can do? So now in that case, instead of multiplying with a small number, you multiply with bigger number. In this case we multiplied and divided by 5. So now you multiply and divide by 50. Here also same 50. So 150s are 50 by 50, 250s are 100 by 50. Now whatever the numbers are there in between 50 by 50 and 100 by 50, you write all those. 51 by 50, 52 by 50, 53 by 50, 54 by 50, 55 by 50, like that. So many you will get. This is multiplying and dividing. Next, third method is one of the very important methods, and mostly this method they will ask in the exams. In the exam, if they didn't mention any method, you can go with any of your own method. But in case if they mentioned particular method, that method only you need to follow. The third method is by using the formula a plus b by 2. This is also called as mean method. Mean method. In the question, two numbers will be given, that is 1 and 2. Take one number as A and take the second number as B. You can take in reverse also, no problem. Now, in the place of A, I am substituting 1, plus in the place of B, I am substituting 2 divided by 2. 1 plus 2 is 3 divided by 2. So 3 by 2 is one of the rational numbers which lies between 1 and 2. Next, I want one more. Again same. In the place of A, substituting 1 plus. Now in the place of B, instead of substituting 2, I will substitute this 3 by 2. Whole divided by 2 again is equals to 2 1s are 2 plus 3 divided by 2 whole by 2. 2 plus 3, 5 divided by, here 2 denominators are there, so multiply both the denominators, 2 2s are 4. 5 by 4 is another rational number which lies between 1 and 2. No, I still didn't satisfy these two only. I want one more rational number. Let us check it out again. Same formula, a plus b by 2. A plus b by 2. In the place of A, I am substituting as it is 1, plus in the place of B, now which number I got? That is 5 by 4. I will substitute 5 by 4. Whole divided by 2. So 4 1s are 4 plus 5 divided by 4 whole by 2. 4 plus 5, 9. Here both denominators are there. So multiply those two denominators. 4 2s are 8. 9 by 8 is one more rational number which lies between 1 and 2. So like this, how many you want, you can able to find those many. Now we got the numbers 3 by 2, 5 by 4 and 9 by 8. So these three are the rational numbers which lies between 1 and 2. One is 3 by 2 and one is 5 by 4 and one is 9 by 8. Okay, then let us move to the next bit. Insert three rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. Between 3 by 5 and one more number 2 by 3. In between these two numbers, we need to insert three rational numbers. Now in this case, he didn't mention which method we need to follow. So it's our wish. Whatever the method we want, we can go with that method. Now, I feel that always the decimal part is very easy. So I'm going to convert these two rational numbers first of all into decimal. 3 by 5 is there. So if I do division, 0.056 or 30. So 3 by 5 is nothing but 0.6. Next 2 by 3, if we take 0.036 is 18, again 2 remainder 0, again 6 is 18, to 2. It carries, it continues like that. So 0.6666 and so on. So 3 by 5 value is nothing but 0.6. And 2 by 3 is nothing but 0.66666 and so on. Now in between these two numbers, so many decimals will be there. We need to write a sum. 0.61, 0.62, 0.63, 0.64, 0.65, 0.6, 0.66, 0.622, 0.623, 0.634. Like this, we can write infinite number of decimals. Now we got all the decimals. Let us convert this one by one decimal to rational number. 0.61. First, if we remove the decimal, it will become 61. Divided by, keep 1. Now after the decimal, here two digits are there, so keep 2 zeros. 61 divided by 100. Next number 0.62, the same way 62 by 100. Next 0.63, 63 divided by 100. Here in any case, if simplification is possible, means you can simplify. For example, 2 31s are 62, 2 50s are 100. So 61 by 100, 31 by 50, 63 by 100. These are three rational numbers which lies between 3 by 5 and 2 by 3. Not only this, still infinite you can write. Infinite rational numbers will be there between any two given numbers. Okay, let us move to the bit number 5. In the bit number 5, he is asking to represent 8 by 5 and minus 8 by 5 on the number line. It is very easy, of course. Just draw one number line. In the middle 0. Right side positive numbers. Left side negative numbers. Now observe the denominators. Here denominator is 5, here also denominator is 5. So on the number line also, for every number, keep one denominator, that is 5. 0 by 5, 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, 5 by 5, 6 by 5, 7 by 5, 8 by 5, 9 by 5 and 10 by 5. The same way left side, minus 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5, minus 3 by 5, minus 4 by 5, minus 5 by 5, minus 6 by 5, minus 7 by 5 and minus 8 by 5 and continues. Now which numbers we want? One we want is 8 by 5 and one is minus 8 by 5. Where those numbers are there? Here we have 8 by 5 and here we have minus 8 by 5. So this 8 by 5 and minus 8 by 5 are the required numbers on the number line. And here 10 by 5 is nothing but 2, 5 by 5 is nothing but 1, 0 by 5 is nothing but 0, minus 5 by 5 is nothing but minus 1. Next, let us move to the sixth bit. In the sixth bit, we have some numbers and he is asking us to write those numbers in the decimal form. So 242 divided by 1000. 242 divided by 1000, we need to write it in the decimal form. Always remember one thing, if the denominator has number like 10 or 100 or 1000 or 10,000 or 1 lakh, 10 lakhs like that, then the division will be very easy. Without doing the long division, directly we can write the decimal point. So always, if possible, I will try to make the denominator in these numbers form. Here already 1000 is there, so no need to convert it to anything else. So already 1000 as it is there. Now write the numerator only, 242. In the denominator, check how many zeros are there. Here 3 zeros are there. So from the right side, after 3 digits, we need to keep the decimal. This is first digit, second digit, third digit. So 3 digits completed. Now keep the decimal. Before the decimal, nothing is there, so keep 0. So 242 by 1000 is nothing but 0.242. Let us check the next question then. The second question we have is 354 divided by 500. Now, as I said previously, in the denominator, if the numbers are in the form of 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 like this, it will become very easy to do the calculation. So here we have number 500. Let us check. In 500 table 10 will come? Obviously no. In 500 table 100 will come? Obviously no. In 500 table 1000 will come? Yes. In 500 table 1000 will come. But where it will come? 500 twos. So multiply and divide this by 2. 354 into 2, 708 divided by 500 into 2, 1000. 708 by 1000. For this again same. Right, first only numerator, that is 708. Now count how many zeros are there in the denominator. 1, 2, 3 zeros are there. From the right side, after 3 digits, we need to keep the decimal. First digit, second digit, third digit. Now keep the decimal. Before the decimal, nothing is there, so that's why 0. 0.708 is the decimal value of 354 by 500. Next, third question, we have 2 by 5. 2 divided by 5. Now here also same logic I am going to apply. In 5 table 10 will come? Of course it will come. But where it will come? 5 twos. So multiply and divide by 2. 2 by 2. Now it will come 2 twos are 4 divided by 5 twos are 10. Now write only numerator, that is 4. In the denominator we have only 1 0. So from the right side, after 1 digit, this is 1 digit, keep the dot here. So before the decimal nothing is there, so keep 0. So the value of 2 by 5 is nothing but 0.4. Next, fourth question in this. Fourth question we have 115 divided by 4. In 4 table 10 will come? It won't come. In 4 table 100 will come? Of course it will come. But where it will come? 25. 4 into 25. So multiply and divide with by, 25 by 25. I'm sorry. 25 by 25. Now multiply the numerators. 115 into 25. 2875 divided by 4 into 25, 100. Now write only the numerator, that is 2875. How many zeros are there? We have 2 zeros in the denominator. So from the right side, after 2 digits you need to keep the decimal. This is first digit, second digit. So after 2 digits you need to keep the decimal. That will become 28.75. Okay, till now, whatever the problems we did, we could able to convert the denominators into some like numbers 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakhs like this. Now we are going to solve some problems where we couldn't able to convert the denominators. For example, in this second bit, first one again, 2 divided by 3. Now if we check the denominators like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 like this, in 3 table 10 won't come, 100 won't come, 1000 won't come, 10,000 won't come, 1 lakh won't come. So in these cases it is not possible to convert the denominators into the numbers like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 like this. So in this case we have only one option, that is doing the long division. So let us do the division of 2 divided by 3. 3 and 2 here. So in 3 table 2 won't come, so 0 point, here 0, 3 6 are 18, 20 minus 18 is 2, already decimal is there, so keep one more 0 here, 3 6 are 18, again 2, again 0, 3 6 are 18, again 2. So if we look it like this, it continues like that only. So 2 by 3 value is nothing but 0.6666666 and so on. The same we will write it as 0.6 bar. Next, second question in this we have is minus 25 by 36. Here minus symbol I'll keep as it is, so I will go with the number 25 by 36. 25, 36 I am doing division. Now if we observe in 36 table 25 it won't come anyway, so 0 point, here 0. 36 sevens will become bore, so 36 6 216. So 250 minus 216 is nothing but 34. Again in 36 table 34 won't come, so one more 0. So now 36 9s are 324. 340 minus 324 is nothing but 16. Again in 36 table 16 won't come, so one more 0 here. Now 36 4s are 144. 160 minus 144 16. Again 16 won't come, so 0. 36 4s are 144, again 16. It continues like that only, so we can conclude it as 0.694444 and so on. So this only we can write it as 0.69, 4 only repeating, so 4 bar. Obviously in this question we have minus symbol, so here keep minus symbol, minus symbol. Okay, now let us move to the next third question, that is 22 by 7. This 22 by 7 value, if you remember, it will be very good, because once if we start doing that surface areas and volumes, always you will get the pi value, that is only approximately equals to 22 by 7. So this value, if you remember, it will be great. So now 7 22, 3.142857, you remember it. 7 3s are 21, 1 carry here, so 0. 7 1s are 7, 3 carry 0. 7 4s are 28, 2 0 again. 7 2s are 14, 6 remains, 0 again. 7 8s are 56, 4 again 0. 7 5s are 35, again 5 remains, 0. 7 7s are 49, again 1. So this one we got in this first step 1. So it means 22 by 7 value is 3.142857. This total set will repeat every time. 142857 will repeat. 3.142857, 142857, 142857, 14287. It continues like that. Next, last question in this bit is 11 divided by 9. 11 divided by 9. So as usual, again take 9 and divide with 11. 9 ones are 9, 2 carry minus dot 0. 9 twos are 18, again 2 0. 9 twos are 18, again 2. So it continues like that. It means 1.22222 and so on. This we can simplify it as 1 point, only 2 is repeating, so 2 bar. 1.2 bar. By this, all the 6 bits completed. Now before going to the 7th bit, till now if you didn't subscribe to my channel, subscribe for more videos. 7th bit. In this bit, he already gave in decimal form. We need to convert the decimal to p by q form. In that, the first question we have is 0.36. First, remove the decimal and write the number. If we remove the decimal, it will become 036. 036 is nothing but 36. That 36 you divide it by 1, and then after the decimal, how many digits are there, you count. After the decimal, 2 digits are there, so keep 2 zeros here. 0.36 is nothing but 36 divided by 100. Now next, second question in this we have, oh sorry, here I forgot. If any simplification is possible, means we need to do that simplification compulsory. 2 18s are, 2 50s are, 2 9s are, 2 25s are. Okay, next, second question we have 15.4. 15.4. First, by removing the decimal, write the number as it is, 154 divided by keep 1. Now after the decimal, 1 digit is there, so keep 1 0. 154 divided by 10. Simplification is possible. 2 5s are 10. 2 77s are 154. So 15.4 is nothing but 77 divided by 5. Next, question number 3. We have 10.25. 10.25. First, remove the decimal and write the total number. 1025 divided by keep 1. After the decimal, here 2 digits are there, so keep 2 zeros here. If any simplification is possible, means do that simplification first, compulsory, that is 5 20s are 100, 5 205s are 1025, 5 4s are 541s are. So the answer will become 41 divided by 4. Next, last question in this bit. We have 3.25. Question number 4. 3.25. First, remove the decimal and write the total number, that is 325 divided by keep 1. After the decimal, 2 digits are there, so keep 2 zeros here. Now if any simplification is possible, means do that simplification. 5 20s are, 5 6s are 30, 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 20, 5 13s are 65. So the final answer of 3.25 is 13 divided by 4. Now let us check the 8th bit. In this 8th bit, they gave non-terminating repeating type of decimals, and we need to convert that decimals to p by q form again. So the method will be little different, so have a keen eye on this. Express 0.5 bar in the form of p by q. So first, whatever the question they give, take it as x. X is equals to 0.5 bar. X is equals to 0. Only bar is for 5, so that's why 5 is only repeating. So 5 5 5 5 5 and so on. This is equation number 1. Now after the decimal, how many digits are repeating? Here after the decimal, only 1 digit is repeating, so multiply with 10. If 2 digits are repeating, multiply with 100. If 3 digits are repeating, multiply with 1000, like that. Here only 1 digit is repeating, so multiplying equation 1 by 10. Here x is there, so multiplying that x with 10, 10 into x is equals to, this total RH is also multiplying with 10, 10 into 0.555 and so on. 10 into x, 10x is equals to, we are multiplying this 0.555 and so on with 10. Here only one 0 is there, so the decimal will move one digit right side, so it will become 5.555555 and so on. This is equation number 2. Now we have equation number 1, x is equals to 0.55555 and so on, and equation number 2, 10x is equals to 5.55555 and so on. These two equations, now we need to do subtraction. Second equation, we have 10x is equals to 5.555555 and so on, and equation 1 we have x is equals to 0.5555 and so on. I am going to do subtraction now. Here ons will be there. 5 minus 5 0, 5 minus 5 0, 5 minus 5 0, 0.5 minus 0 5, which is equals to 10x minus x, 9x. Here after the decimal only zeros are there, so those doesn't have any value, so 9x is equals to 5. We want x value, so take 9 to the right side, then we will get x is equals to 5 divided by 9. So the value of 0.5 bar is 5 by 9. Next, second question is 3.8 bar. First step as usual, whatever the question they give, take it as x. X is equals to 3.8 bar. X is equals to 3 point, only 8 is repeating, so 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 and so on. This is equation number 1. Now how many digits are repeating after the decimal? After the decimal only one digit is repeating, so multiply with 10. This x I am multiplying with 10, 10 into x. Total RHS also I am multiplying with 10, 10 into 3.888 and so on. 10 into x, 10x is equals to, I am multiplying with 10, that is 1 0. This decimal will move one digit towards the right side. It will become 38.8888 and so on. This is equation number 2. Now equation number 2 and equation number 1 we need to do subtraction. Equation number 2 is 10x is equals to 38.888 and so on, and equation number 1 is x is equals to, under the decimal we need to keep decimal only, so 3.88888 and so on. If you do subtraction of these two and so on will be as usual. 8 minus 8 0, 8 minus 8 0, 8 minus 8 0, here 8 minus 8 0 dot, 38 minus 3 35, which is equals to 10x minus x, 9x. 9x is equals to 35.00000000. After the decimal only zeros are there, so those doesn't have any value. Then 9x is equals to 35. We want x value to take 9 to the right side. X is equals to 35 divided by 9. Next, third question in this is 0.36 bar. 0.36 bar is for 3 as well as 6, so 0.36 bar. First step as usual, that is x is equals to 0.36 bar. X is equals to 0. Here two digits are repeating, so continue those two digits, 36, 36, 36 and so on. This is equation number 1. Now after the decimal two digits are repeating, so multiply with 100. X I am multiplying with 100. 100 into x is equals to, this total RHS also I am multiplying with 100. 100 into 0.363636 and so on. 100 into x, 100x is equals to, here I am multiplying with 2 zeros, the decimal will move 2 digits right side, then it will become 36.363636 and so on. This is equation number 2. Now let us subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Equation 2 is 100x is equals to 36.3636 and so on. And equation 1 is x is equals to 0 point under the decimal only, 363636 and so on. If you do subtraction, this and so on will continue like that only. 6 minus 6 0, 3 minus 3 0, 6 minus 6 0, 3 minus 3 0, 6 minus 6 0, 3 minus 3 0 dot 36 minus 0 36, which is equals to 100x minus x 99x. Here after the decimal we don't have any numbers except 0, so those doesn't have any value. 99x is equals to 36. Then we want x value, so take 99 to the right side, then x is equals to 36 divided by 99. If any simplification is possible, we need to do compulsory that one. For 9 4s are 9 11s are, so x value is 4 divided by 11. For the given question 0.36 bar, the p by q value is 4 divided by 11. Next last question in this bit is 3.127 bar. Here bar is only for 7. So now first as usual take the x value as the given question, 3.127 bar. X is equals to 3.127 is repeating, so 7 7 7 7 and so on. This is equation number 1. After the decimal only one digit is repeating, so multiply with 10. X, if you multiply with 10, 10 into x is equals to 10 into 3.12777 and so on. 10 into x, 10x is equals to, here we are multiplying with only 1 0, so the decimal will move one digit towards the right side, then it will become 31.27777 and so on. This is equation number 2. Let us subtract equation 1 from equation 2. 10x is equals to 31.277 and so on, and equation 1 is x is equals to 3.12777 and so on. If you do subtraction, 7 minus 7 0, 7 minus 7 0, 7 minus 2 5, 2 minus 1 1 dot 31 minus 3 28 is equals to 10x minus x 9x. After the decimal, here two zeros, after the two zeros no other value, so these two zeros doesn't have any value, then we will get it as 9x is equals to 28.15. We want x value, so take 9 to the right side, then x is equals to 28.15 divided by 9. According to the rational number definition, the rational numbers are in the form of p by q. This is also in the form of p by q only, but p and q both are integers. Now if we observe this numerator clearly, this numerator 28.15 is not an integer because this is a decimal. So we need to convert the decimal to integer again. So simply it is x is equals to, remove the decimal and write the numerator as it is, 2815 by 9. Now after the decimal, two digits are there, so in the denominator keep those two zeros. So 2815 divided by 900. If any simplification is possible, means compulsory we need to do that simplification also. 5 5 are 25, 3 remains, 5 6 are 30, 5 3 are 15, 5 180 is this is the final answer, 563 divided by 180. This is the p by q form of 3.127 bar. Now let us move to the last bit in this exercise. Very interesting bit this is. 3 divided by 25 is there. So the bit is, without division find which are terminating and which are non-terminating repeating. In the denominator, after simplifying the denominator, if we have 2 or 5 or 2 into 5, then we can say that those are terminating. Except these numbers, if any other numbers are there, those are non-terminating repeating. Let us check once. 3 by 25 can be written as 5 square. In the base we have only 5, so this is terminating. Next, 11 by 18. Second one is 11 by 18. 11 by 18 is not in the simplest form. So first do prime factorization. 2 nines are 3 threes are. So 11 by 2 is 1 times 2 to power 1. 3 is there 2 times. So 3 power 2. As I already said, only 2, only 5, only 2 into 5 should be there. No other numbers. But here extra 3 square is there. So that's why this is non-terminating repeating. Next, third question, if you see 13 divided by 20. 13 divided by 20. If we observe this again, 20 is not the simplest form. So first we need to do the prime factorization of it. 20, if you do prime factorization, 2 tens are, 2 fives are. So we can write 13 as usual by 20 can be written as 2 square into 5. As I already said, only 2, only 5, otherwise 2 and 5. Here 2 and 5 are there. So that's why this is terminating. Next, question number 4. 41 divided by 42. Here 41 as usual divided by 42 can be written as 7 6 41 by 7 already in the simplest form. So as it is, 6 is not in the simplest form. 6 can be written as 2 3s. Now only 2 should be there, otherwise only 5 should be there, otherwise 2 into 5 should be there in the denominator. Here 2 is there, okay, but besides that extra some other numbers 3 and 7 are there. So that's why this is non-terminating repeating type of decimal. Non-terminating repeating type of decimal. By this we completed successfully the first exercise of the first chapter. Till now, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, subscribe for more videos. Thank you.